This is Surendra Kumar from SK Crypto Academy. The winter session of Parliament has concluded. I think we should really thank all the lawmakers for making this winter session a very successful one. And you know what? They've concluded the session one day earlier than the planned scheduled one. You know why? Because of the hard, tiresome work what they have done. So, friends, welcome to this episode wherein we are going to talk about the much awaited cryptocurrency bill or the so-called cryptocurrency ban. FUD, commonly known for fear, uncertainty and danger. Just before the winter session started, thanks to our media, they exactly knew what human emotions are. Yes, I'm talking about we have fear, there is uncertainty amongst us, and we are very much careful about the dangers. All of these are from the unknown. So these emotions were very carefully exploited by the media precisely a week before the winter session of our Parliament. And what was all about? The so-called cryptocurrency regulation bill, which is going to be tabled in the Parliament, which is going to be cleared by the Cabinet, and which is going to be cleared by the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, and finally seeing the light of the day as a cryptocurrency bill. And what happened? People started talking about a potential ban. People started talking about the details of the unknown bill. Social media was flooded, people were giving unsolicited advices, and all in the negative direction. It's not in the positive direction. It was to create the fear among the people, uncertainty among the people, and exploit the so-called dangers. Finally, what happened? We all saw the cryptocurrency market, Indian cryptocurrency market, let's be very clear, collapsed for a 24-hour period to a 36-hour period. And there was, I think, the market was like minus 20, minus 25% compared to the international market. People didn't have or utilize their senses just to check what's happening around the globe, because we are living in a truly integrated global economy or global market as far as the crypto is concerned. Forget the other markets. Nobody took pains to peep into the window and see what's happening in Singapore, what's happening in Japan, what's happening in Europe, what's happening in USA. No, FUD, fear, uncertainty, danger dictated. People started liquidating their positions, people started liquidating whatever they had, including the stable coins like USDT. USDT is more or less stable in the range of 75 rupees to 80 rupees. People sold for 60 rupees, and the lucky people who were waiting for this opportunity bought it for as low as 60 rupees, 65 rupees. So, when you look back now, today, yes, because the Parliament is not in session, the so-called cryptocurrency bill has never been tabled. So when you look back, was it created on purpose? Was it created by some vested interest so that the normal common people lose whatever they have, and these people on the sidelines wait and cash in their profits? A lot to be thought about. And now look at what did our Prime Minister say. Our Prime Minister said that the emerging technologies such as cryptocurrencies should be used to empower democracy and not undermine it. What happened exactly? What did the media do? They undermined the role of cryptocurrencies and they undermined the so-called futuristic potential of cryptocurrencies. Now look at what IMF chief economist Geeta Gopinath had to say. She made a strong case for regulating cryptocurrencies. I repeat, for regulating cryptocurrencies, and said that it will be a challenge to ban them because these are operated globally. The Miss Geeta Gopinath suggested a global policy and a coordinated action for regulating cryptocurrencies, regulating and not total ban. So it's very clear why our government didn't table the cryptocurrency bill in this session of Parliament. Lot of homework still needs to be done by our lawmakers, by the bureaucrats, by the concerned authorities, by all the stakeholders in the cryptocurrency segment or ecosystem. And it's not easy to ban it. It will be foolish to ban it. Now everybody, including the lawmakers and the public, have understood it is not going to be banned. It is going to be foolish to ban it. Only thing is going to be regulated. And whether you like it or not, cryptocurrencies are going to be the future. Now look at the current Indian crypto market. There's an estimated 15 million to 20 million cryptocurrency investors in India. The total crypto holdings of around 40,000 crores according to industry estimates. So do you think it's prudent to ban them or it's prudent to regulate them? So friends, let's put this rumor mill to rest and let's get back seriously into cryptocurrency trading. Happy trading, but with a caution. Cryptocurrency trading is subject to market risk.